everyone, I'm Jed Rubenfeld, and this is a straight down the middle quick take. A lot of you have been asking me about what the heck is happening with the arrest of this state judge up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin by federal authorities. A number of Trump critics are saying, hey, this is another outrageous act by the Trump administration against the judiciary. Is it though? Let's have a look. Now, we don't know the facts, all the facts surrounding this arrest, but based on publicly available documents, here's what I think happened. Judge Hannah Dugan, she's a state court judge in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, is presiding over her courtroom back on April 18th. And one of the cases she's prepared to hear is the case of Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Mexican national who is in court because he's been charged with battery. What happened? Well, again, we don't know for sure, but here's what the accusation consists of. Apparently, his roommate asked him to turn down the music he was playing, and he responded by beating up the roommate. He struck him 30 times, and then struck the roommate's girlfriend and her cousin. Okay, now, Mr. Flores Ruiz is also an illegal alien. He was deported from this country back in 2013, but apparently somehow got back in, and apparently somehow made his way up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, on April 18th, ICE agents got wind of the fact that Mr. Flores Ruiz was going to be in court that day, and so they showed up at court and they let Judge Dugan know that they were going to arrest Mr. Flores Ruiz. Well, she wasn't too happy about that. She talked with them in the hallway, and they told her what they were going to do. They showed her the administrative arrest warrant they had, but she said, that administrative arrest warrant, that's not good enough. You need a judicial warrant. You need to go talk to our chief judge. She sent them off to talk to the chief judge. Then she goes back into the courtroom and takes Mr. Flores Ruiz, takes him through a back door, a rear door in the courtroom, reserved only for judicial personnel, the judge, jurors, marshals, through there into a stairway or hallway, and assists him to get out of the courthouse to evade being arrested by ICE agents. And apparently that was her intention. That's what she did, and she successfully got him out of the courthouse without being arrested by the ICE agents. Now, ICE agents outside the courthouse, they see him and they chase him, and after a foot chase, they manage to arrest him. Well, some days later, they also arrested Judge Dugan. What are the charges against her? A couple of charges, obstructing an official proceeding and concealing a person from arrest. Now, I got to tell you, this doesn't sound to me like an outrageous act by the Trump administration against the judiciary. It sounds like a legitimate arrest. If these facts are true, Judge Dugan deliberately assisted an illegal alien in evading arrest by ICE agents. That's a crime, and no one's above the law, and there is no problem arresting her and charging her with that crime. I will say that I don't like the charge of obstructing a proceeding. That's kind of like the charge that was brought against a number of J6 defendants and against President Trump himself, which was thrown out by the Supreme Court because they didn't like the way obstructing a proceeding was being interpreted to cover a lot of circumstances that the statute might not have been passed to cover. In fact, there is a specific statute that makes it a criminal offense to conceal an illegal alien who is here in this country and subject to arrest. I'm surprised they didn't charge her under that provision. When officials from one party are charging and criminally going after an official from another party, they should not be stretching existing statutes. They should be charging them under clear, clean criminal statutes that say exactly what the offense is. I would have preferred for them to use that statute in their charging instrument. They didn't. It's not a big problem, but I think they should have done that. What'll happen next? Well, in a couple of weeks, her case will be brought before a grand jury, and if the grand jury indicts her, then she will proceed to a criminal prosecution. So, verdict, straight down the middle, says, this looks to me like a legitimate arrest. If there's more developments on this issue, I'll have more for you then. Goodbye for now.
Okay, that's all for now, folks. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave comments on YouTube or on X, and stay tuned and check out all the other episodes and future content. Thanks and goodbye.